The Heat take on the Bucks game 1, and that's going to be a 6:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off. The Bucks are the 6-point favorite, totals 223 flat. Miami's plus 210 for some money line cash. And if you like the Heat plus 6, they're minus a buck 10 to cover. I'm 2-0 in my last two NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. I'm also 7-1 straight up in my last 8 picks in that same category. For more information on how you can access these exclusive premium sports picks, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, Miami's won their last 4 straight, really took good care of a scrappy Indiana Pacers team. Pacers were not a bad team, and Miami pretty much ran through them. They held the Pacers to just 100 points per contest on average during that span. This Miami squad ranks in the top 3 in three-point percentage, top 10 in offensive field goal percentage as well. They've gone 8-4 against the spread in their last dozen games against Milwaukee, and they've gone 15-3 straight up in their last 18 versus the Central Division. Now, Goran Dragic scored 23 points a game in that opening playoff series with Indiana. 4 rebounds, 5 assists for Dragic. Jimmy Butler also scored 20 a game in that opening series. 5 rebounds, 3 steals for Jimmy Buckets. And Bam Adebayo's averaging 17 a game in the playoffs, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. The Heat ranks in the top 10 in fewest points allowed per contest, top 3 in defensive rebounding. They're taking on a Milwaukee squad who had a little bit of trouble with Orlando in game 1 of the opening round. They actually dropped that first game. Huge upset there. Now, the Bucks are pretty bad at the stripe. Not going to lie. They're just 74% from the line for the year on average per game. Bottom 5 in the league in that category. The Bucks have won just 4 out of their last 10 head-to-head meetings with Miami, and they failed to cover the point spread in 60% of those contests. And as dominant as this team has been, oddly enough, these guys rank in the bottom 10 in defensive rebounding per contest. The Bucks are also averaging just 105 points per contest in their last 10 head-to-head meetings with Miami. Now, total-wise, 6 out of Milwaukee's last 8 meetings with the Heat stayed under the posted total. 3 out of the Bucks' last 6 contests also stayed under the line. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat on the other side, they saw 5 out of their last 7 stay under the number themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the underdog Miami Heat covering this spread. Miami Heat plus 6 in the under 223 in that contest. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Monday's NBA playoff basketball action. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend, and hopefully we have a great start to our week here today. But anyway, we are 2-0 in our last 2 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also 6-1 in our last 7 NBA tier package plays on that site as well. If you want some more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to take a look at our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Houston Rockets taking on the OKC Thunder, Game 6, 9 p.m. Eastern start time. The Rockets are up 3-2 in the series. They're also the 5-point favorite in this contest here. Totals 226. OKC's plus a $1.70 for some money line cash. And if you like the Thunder plus 5, they're catching even money right now to cover the point spread. OKC's coming off a 34-point beatdown in Game 5, where they were held to just 18 points or less in 3 out of the game's 4 quarters. OKC's failed to cover the point spread in 5 out of their last 8 games, and they rank in the bottom 10 in the league in offensive rebounding. The Thunder's just 2-6 against the spread when taking on a Western Conference opponent in their last 8, of course. They're also in the bottom 10 in scoring on average per game for the season. They're taking on a Houston squad who's led by James Harden, 32 points a game in this series, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and a couple of steals. Eric Gordon's also averaging 19 points a game in the playoffs, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for him. And Jeff Green scoring 16 points a game from the bench in the postseason. We're also looking at 7 rebounds and a couple assists for Jeff. The Rockets are in the top 3 in the league in scoring on average per game, top 10 from the stripe. They're winning nearly 63% of their games when favored, and they are 10-5 straight up in their last 15 in-conference games. This Houston squad also ranks in the top 3 in scoring away from home, top 5 in defensive three-point percentage as well. Now, total-wise, 8 out of Houston's last dozen ball games actually stayed under the posted total. A lot of people pound the overs when it comes to Houston. They cash in on the under a lot. They also saw 7 out of their last 10 against the Northwest Division stay under the line. So keep that in mind. Meanwhile, OKC on the other side saw 6 out of their last 10 head-to-head meetings with the Rockets stay under the number as well. Give me the Rockets -5 and the under 226 in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you decide to get a package here today, just keep in mind we bill you the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that. That's just Patreon's billing policies. I just create the content for them. So you may want to hold off for a day. But if you need the plays today, by all means, dive in. But once again, we bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you get a package here today, you're going to get billed today. And then you're actually going to get billed on September 1st. And then you'll get billed on the first of every month following that. Once again, not my policies. I just create the content for Patreon. That is just the way their billing cycle works. They bill you the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that. But regardless, guys, most importantly, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Monday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.